Hey, what's up, YouTube, man? What's going on, man? Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm sorry I haven't been streaming as much, but we back today, man. I really want to discuss the future of True or Die Chiraq. I really feel like there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, and a lot of things we got to talk about. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna take a few minutes, sit down today, and really go ahead and discuss that, man. I do want to shout out to my boy Crazy Snoop Family. Shout out Crazy Snoop Family for being a member of the OG channel. Shout out my boy KJ Gaming as well for being a dedicated member of the OG family. But without holding y'all up too much, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. This is the official interview with the developer of True or Die Chiraq. I got a chance to sit down and talk to him and get a little information on the future of the game. So if y'all didn't get a chance to watch this, we're gonna go through it and take a look at it today. Is this your first, like your first attempt at game development, bro? Or then you know what I'm saying? Have you done this before? And if not, what was like the learning process like? Did you go to school for it? You know what I'm saying? Did you mentor somebody?
It really is my first project, but before I was working on TOD, I was kind of like doing music videos and doing green screen videos, and it kind of got me into the 3D space of doing like.
Yo, Drama, what's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. So we're watching the official interview I got with Shade, the game dev. Let me just go ahead and rewind just a little bit, man, because I don't want to cut him off because it sounds like he about to get ready to say something important.
I was working on TOD. I was kind of like doing music videos and doing green screen videos, and it kind of.
And I did hear that from that one official interview where I guess that documentary that we had floating around about Todd, that Shade the game dev was you know what I'm saying, shooting music videos for True Hunted. And I guess that's kind of how because I guess he was doing it in Blender. And so if we know what Blender is, it's kind of like a 3D software thing where you can kind of create 3D stuff from scratch. You know what I mean? I guess he was really good at it and probably mentioned like, yo, I probably want to get into game dev. And I could picture True Hunted probably smoking the blunt like, yo, dog, I got a good ass game idea. You feel me? And that's probably how they linked up.
Kind of got me into the 3D space of doing like getting into that game development. But I was doing some like Unity games like when I first started. I won't really fully count it. Like I wouldn't say I was like working.
All right, so if y'all know what Unity is, it's another game engine, kind of like Unreal Engine 4 and 5.
On a project, but I was diving into the lane of just learning the shit. But I say True or Die was definitely like the first like real project, and like definitely like when I started with True or Die, I was definitely like almost not knowing what I was doing for sure.
So we could imagine though, because one, True or Die was in Unreal Engine 4. You know what I'm saying? Like he just mentioned, he was dealing with Unity, which is a completely different game engine. He's kind of like playing around, making little rinky-dink games. I don't know what he really made over there, but he said Todd was his first major project, and that's why we could see, you know what I'm saying, like how Todd progressed from what it used to be on Unreal Engine 4 to what it is today. And honestly, I feel like if he knew what he knew now, Todd would be way more fire. It probably would have came out to be a better game, and he probably would have got more people to work on it. But I guess that was probably part of his contract. That's probably something that he can't go publicly and say like, "Yo, my because that's an NDA. When you sign a contract, there's certain things that you cannot disclose. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably part of his contract that he can't disclose the fact that he exclusively was supposed to be the only person working on the title. They had to redo the contract to add more people to the project.
So, you know, kind of just really learning what I was going through. You know, I'm all self-taught. You know, I really just grinded and just sat down and taught myself everything I know. You know, I don't really have like schooling behind me, like no handouts, no, you know, just more of like just the grind for real. So, I mean, that's definitely a big part of, I say like why True or Die took so long to make, and people kind of like aren't taken into account. Like when I first started the game was really just like a lot of trial and error and just me learning how to become a better programmer and developer. I'd say like being transparent, like say like what I know now, like if I'd have started TOD today, like and no one's ever heard of it, like it probably wouldn't have been that long, you know, with what I know now. I'm definitely more of a, you know, kind of know what I'm doing now. And
So y'all heard him. He said that if he would have started today, it probably would have been a better game, and I agree.
you know, so it's definitely a huge like trial and error, you know, with True or Die being my first project and just kind of figuring out. So it's only up from here, you know.
Yeah. I could definitely dig that, man. And honestly, I kind of felt that a little bit, like just watching the progress of True or Die. You know what I'm saying? It did kind of feel like, all right, it was we didn't have this capabilities last update. Now this update, we got like more capabilities in game and shit like that, though. But
Yeah. I'm just getting better and better. Perfecting my craft and stuff. So, to me, it's like, people gonna have their opinions and stuff, but I don't really be caring because it's like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to become like. This is like what it takes to, become a good developer. Is like everyone got to go through that. But the only difference with me, it was kind of like everybody was like seeing it, versus just like.
I gotta pause right there because I'm not gonna lie. That's the truth. It's like he not lying. I guess that's with anything though. You kind of gotta crawl before you walk. If y'all ever tried to be good at anything, you know that it's a learning process, man. Like you wasn't just born good at any sport or born good at art and drawing or you wasn't just born good at Fortnite and Call of Duty. You know what I mean? You literally had to play a couple games, lose a couple matches. And I feel like that's how he went through with this whole game development process. But like he just mentioned, is the only difference is we actually got to see it and be a part of it as he learned. I feel like in most other developers situations, they working on these games and behind closed doors and probably worked on a couple of games before they got a major title. I feel like that just because the idea behind this game was so fire that the whole hood wanted to support it. The whole GTA fan base wanted to support this title. That's why everybody be like, yo, we so disappointed because we wanted the game to be one thing and it turned out to be something else. But it's like, it's bro's first title, bro. Like, and honestly, for it to be your first, now come on, bro. He was, like you said, he all self-taught. He had to learn as he was working. And that's another thing, bro. If we go on YouTube right now and try to learn how to fix a bike, it's gonna take you like an hour of watching different YouTube videos to find the right video of the right bike. And it's never that easy to teach yourself nowadays. As easy as it might sound, but for bro to actually have a playable game, he did well.
Like it happening like before, so it was like I came out like it was like a different circumstance. Like True wanted to make a game, so we just gave it a go. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things we could have did different, things that we did wrong, but I'm learning everything that I did wrong and gonna apply that to my future projects and making sure I do shit, the right way, learning going forward and stuff.
Right. And like speaking of future projects, is it anything that you like you work that you got like you want to let the people know about that you working on?
Yeah, so kind of like with Your Die, it's not. I wouldn't say it's like fully my game. It's definitely a project that I have a huge involvement in. Something I definitely care about. But it's not something that like I can be like, oh, I take home like everything from this and that.
And so that right there is part of that NDA that I was mentioning, telling y'all about. Like, there's a lot that you can't say when you sign these contracts, especially when you man, there's a lot that you can't say and that you can't say. And I feel like that's just the part of the interview where it's like, I want to kind of hint to y'all as like, yo, I'm tied into this contract. It's a lot of things I can't say. And there's a lot of things that only went this way because of the contract. So, I mean, if you're really disappointed, let's say, like, I know there's people out there that's just disappointed in True or Die, period. You know what I'm saying? If you're really disappointed, man, just know I don't think it was his intent for things to go the way they did. That's a lot of things that happens when you sign a contract.
I call every shot, and I do, like something that I can just like willingly invest my own money into. It's definitely not that. So right now, I do actually have something that's like actually in the works. That's not going to be like a solo developed project. That's actually already has like developers on it that I own that I'm investing into. Definitely not something I can like that I'm like announcing officially.
And if I was him, I wouldn't. Don't do what you did with True or Die, bro. Like, don't announce nothing until you're ready for beta testing. Keep it alpha testing, and do your alpha tests. Go through that phase, and don't even get the community involved until it's an official. Have a timeline. And don't get the community involved until you got basically a damn near finished project. And then now we do the beta testing to see how the project performs with a lot of people online, with a lot of people playing the game. We're going to get the feedback from a lot of these people, shut the game down again, use the feedback to improve, update the systems, and then go for a final official release. I feel like that's how it's supposed to go. But bro, I'm telling you, man, it's games that was in beta January last year, bro, and they still ain't come out yet. Like the Division Resurgence, bro. People damn near beat the game a year ago, and the game still didn't come out yet. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's a way to lose your fan base, because people lose faith in you. They're gonna be like, all right, where is the game, bro? And that's what happened with True or Die. People got their hands on it 2 years ago and wanted to play it for 2 years, and then now 2 years go by, they finally get to play it, and it's kind of like a dead game on release, low key.
Or like gonna like
Hey, Hood Connect, what's up, man? Yo, Drama, thank y'all for appreciate y'all for jumping in the chat.
give details on or nothing like that, but there's definitely something like a lot bigger than True or Die that's gonna be like my own, like my real own first game that, you know.
And I feel like I feel like that right there might be accurate, because now knowing what you know from making True or Die, going through the ups and downs, hearing the response from the people, I'm pretty sure he jumps in these watches the lives, reads the comments, and there's the Discord get plenty of feedback daily. So I'm pretty sure he's well aware of the negative things and the positive things people got to say about the game.
I'm taking like everything that I learned from True or Die and I'm applying it to kind of like my own future project.
Man, I'm gonna keep my eye and my ear out for that one, because you know what I'm saying. True or Die, like a lot of, and that's, I feel like right now, like we dealing with like the cancel culture, and especially with video games. I feel like people always feel like you can't play a video game unless it's the best video game of that category, and it's like, you know, I don't feel like True or Die was aiming to be like the best video game ever in history. I feel like it literally had its own lane. It was tailored to a specific audience, and just trying to. What I really wanted to say right there is people wanted quick to compare it to Grand Theft Auto, quick to compare it to 5M. But it's like, you know, one, you can't compare it to 5M, because 5M is not a game, y'all. It's not a game. 5M is an app. It's an application that lets you load into modded servers of another game called Grand Theft Auto 5. So 5M is not a game, chat. It's an app that lets you play modded versions of a game. You know what I'm saying? Grand Theft Auto 5 was created by Rockstar. 5M was created by the people behind 5M and CFX.RE. You know, and they partnered with Zap Hosting for everybody to go ahead and join them servers. I know a lot about this because I used to create servers and mod shit for 5M. Real talk, chat. But that's the difference right there, though. That is the difference right there, and that's why you can't compare the two. And then at the same time, people automatically be like, "Yo, 5M is so much better." But guess what? 5M, there's literally thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people who is like put stuff into 5M. Those mods, those like all that different clothing and chains and all that stuff, that's not coming from one person. That's coming from a whole bunch of different people who can just upload this stuff and pass it around. If I create a chain right now, you give me your email, I could send you the chain. You could put the chain on whatever server you want to. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it's working with True or Die. True or Die is the base game, just like Grand Theft Auto is the base game. Now, if somebody comes out with a 5M for True or Die, you the man. You the man, because now we can start changing stuff up. If somebody knew how to do it, it would be fire. But ain't nobody do it yet. Satisfy that genre and satisfy that audience, because I'll tell people every day, it's like, yo, it's not one game, but you could download Drama doing what you could start doing in True or Die. You ain't lie. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I agree on that for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely got something in the works. Even with True or Die itself, like it's not something that's just like, it's not dead and over with, or we still got some. I still actually got like a big revamp that I'm working on right now, trying to just polish out some of the issues and just take things to the next level with it. But like long term, like roadmap wise, I'm not 100% sure, just like how the future of the game's looking.
And so, like, if y'all ever watched any, bro that was professional, man. That was the most professional way to say, bro, it's probably not gonna be no like forever thing with True or Die. I feel like low key it's like, cause you only keep it like if the updates and all this, he putting in a lot of work with these updates, bro. I don't know how much work it really take behind closed doors, but I feel like it's a lot, because the updates they take generally a lot of time. And keep it real, like the player base is not that heavy. You know, it's not a lot of people who play this game on a daily basis. If we were to log in right now, it might be 20 to 30 people online max. And you know, that's kind of disappointing, especially for a game that you've been working on for so long and that's got so much hype behind it. So it's like, if it's a dead game, why keep making millions and millions of updates? But what he just said is he's working on a big ass overhaul. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he just going to put the game down. Not like the True or Die is dead at the moment. But what I am going to admit that, bro, is like, maybe the best bet would be to aim for mod support or aim to sell the game to a company that can actually take care of it and that actually wants to take care of it and continue its development, because you do have something that people are attracted to. The game does have a lot of clout. And somebody probably would actually buy it, you know. But I feel like it's just us. For one person who bro probably burnt out, man. He spent a lot of time of his life to make this game, and then it didn't perform financially as well as I think that he would want it. And two, is because of the contract. Even if the game did make millions, he probably not the way the contract set up. He probably wasn't going to make millions if the game made millions in the first place. You know, who knows? I don't know what the contract looked like. I can't talk about that man business, but a lot of times that's how it goes, man, because we all know the game ain't, Shade is the developer. The game is actually True Hunted's. It's True Hunted's game. He's the money horse behind it. You know what I'm saying? So the money train behind it. So it's True or Die, True Hunted's game, but Shade is the developer. And I low key, I feel like True Hunted could be more hands on. You know what I'm saying? I really don't feel like I ever felt True Hunted's presence. If this is your game, you can't just leave it up to the developer. You got to actually get out here and have a marketing team. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want your game to succeed, you got to start taking action and take it into your hands. I feel like I never really heard True Hunted on the radio or seen too much of his YouTube channel. So it's like, what the fuck else is you doing, bro? Like, you posing? I don't know. It's like, keep it real though, bro. Like, I'm not trying to play True Hunted, but it's like, yo, bro, you must have a lot of time on your hands, because I mean, you got to be real busy, but you can't be that busy if I ain't really heard of you before though. Like, I only heard of him because of the game. So it's like, if that's the case, if people only know you because of the game, your main focus need to be on the game, not bro.
When it comes to like it being on console,
I'm gonna actually listen to a True Hunted. I'm not trying to play True Hunted. I gotta actually listen to a song to see if I fucks with dog, because I never even heard a song though, to be real though.
or having just like certain things, like I'm honestly not 100% sure myself, and there's even questions that I can't answer just because, like I said, like I'm not the 100% just like shot caller for everything on this. Yeah. So I'm kind of just like, there's even like gray areas for me. There is going to be some more updates, and it's definitely improved tremendously, and more gameplay and just things reworked and more immersive, and definitely there's.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So the way he keeps saying reworks, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's not giving up on the game, and he realizes there's a lot of things that do need improvement. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be trying to rework a lot of things and keep fixing things. But you know, it's like if it was me, I would only be doing that just to protect my name. At this point, if I got plans to have another title, another project in the works, at this point I would just be trying to protect my name, because you don't want it to come. If we just like the documentary, we seen that documentary. That documentary was kind of negative, and it's real easy for people to go ahead and take flight with that kind of content, bro, and flood YouTube with, bro, the guy's name is Shade. You know what I mean, bro? Change your name. First of all, for this next project, rebrand. Let's get Shade out of here, because that just don't sound trustworthy in the first place. Not trying to down dog That might be his nickname from the hood, Slim Shady or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, rebrand.
Still things to see coming from True or Die for sure.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. I appreciate you. Oh, before I let you go, bro. Man, what? Can you tell us anything about turf mode? Is that still in the works?
Right now, I kind of just been working on just this overhaul of gameplay. That is something that's also going to be coming out soon. It's actually ready, but I kind of just
That don't sound promising though. I'm not gonna lie, man. After rewatching this for the second time, that just don't sound promising. Like I don't feel like turf mode gonna be coming like really no time soon on because it seemed like that's a whole lot of new development, a whole lot of new concepts and new things you got to add to the game and develop and spend time on. And it's like, yo, bro, if you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's real talk though. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. If you work at Family Dollar and your boss come to you like, hey, man, we got this big Christmas sale. I need you to help me put these signs up because you know what I mean. Be part of this and you'll get a reward. And because we're gonna get ready to make a whole lot of money, and then it's like the sale goes on, and you was part of it, and you don't get your reward. It's like, hey, don't expect me to clean this shit up, neither, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? After y'all get done with this whole thing, don't ask me to clean nothing up, bro, because I ain't getting my reward. You got your reward. I helped you do all this, and you got what you got, and I ain't really get what I wanted to get. So if it was me, I wouldn't really be, I would probably be focused on my own project, something that I could capitalize off and I could make my money off of, and I could do things my way, be the boss of my own project. That's what I thought this was. I thought it was more like, hey, I'll fund it. I thought it was like True 100. Like, I'll put the money up and whatever you need, I'll fund. Let's just make the game come out. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the exact situation was, so y'all don't quote me, man. But
just want to put it. I'm kind of just like sitting on everything, getting everything kind of just like ready to drop at once. Right now, I say like more so like the overhaul that I've been doing is like the main primary like thing that's being worked on.
definitely, do you got like a timeline for the overhaul, or like maybe like a month that we could expect that?
Uh, by the end of the month, I'm gonna have like pretty much like a more like understanding of just like where things are gonna be leading moving forward. So I plan on having it done just by the end of the month, and then from there, kind of like I'm gonna be touching base with True and just seeing exactly like what the plan is moving forward.
And notice how he said he gonna try. So I feel like once this update come out, that's what he says. Like he gonna touch base with True. And so you know what I'm saying. That's where I feel like it lead back to that whole contract, man. It's like I feel like Shade might be trying to renegotiate. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm just trying to read between the lines, chat. You know what I'm saying? It's like because he basically said I'm gonna drop the update, and then we're gonna touch base with True. And it's like depending on what True talking about is gonna be the future of the game, you know. And so it's like I guess it's got to be some type of negotiation going on because I don't know. I feel like Shade is hands on, and in my eyes, I just don't feel like True was really hands on with the project. I did see him promote somebody. I went through his IG channel, his IG page, and he did promote the game at one point on his IG page. I'm not sure what else and what all he does to really like promote the game, so I can't really speak on that though. But dog, come on. I ran into him one time and then he logged out. Like I think he played the game for like 15 minutes when the game first came out, and then I don't know. Did anybody else run into him? Is there any other videos of people running into True Hunter in game? Because I don't really even feel like he even played the game like that. That sounds good, man. I know it's a lot
Yeah,
of
and in the meantime, yeah, I have my own little project that I'm working on, and I'm having like developers helping out on that. That I'm kind of just investing in my own thing right now as well, and spending my time working on True or Die, and then I got people on the other end working on some stuff that's unrelated to True or Die. But it's something. It's still what I can say though. It's not like True or Die, but it's something in the lane where people that fuck with True or Die is gonna tear that shit up for sure.
For sure, man. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. Hey, so like, you got a timeline on when you're gonna be releasing that type of information on that game?
Yeah, like I said, it'll be more towards like the end of the month is where I'm gonna have like a clear understanding of just like what's going on
Oh,
with just
with this current
everything. Like,
situation, with this current
yeah,
climate.
just
Okay,
everything,
business
just kind of like,
wise,
yeah,
and
exactly.
then
There's only so much I could say about
yeah,
certain shit,
right, right.
but with just like, I'm gonna know like everything like by the end of January, and I'm kind.
Hey, so you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the timeline, y'all. I guess that's when we could probably expect this update to be dropping by the end of January. And you know, honestly, man, honestly, like I only want to go through this because like I really like this one of the number one games on my channel. So for those of y'all who really pull up for True or Die, it's like it ain't much I could really do. As far as this, y'all seen I jumped into Discord. I gave as much ideas and much input, and I tried to influence the game and much as I could, man, and try to make sure it was successful my behalf. I ain't get paid. I don't get paid not a dollar. All I get is the content. And I do appreciate Shade, man, for actually giving me the interview. Honestly, I can't tell you if anybody else ever got an interview, man. So, man, I fuck with that, man, because he ain't have to do that though. Real talk, man. But you know what I'm saying? For those of y'all who really here for True or Die, man, this is the future of it. The sad reality is, we may get a couple more updates, and then I feel like his attention is gonna be elsewhere after that. But you never know. You never know. Maybe these next couple of updates really change the game, get a lot more people online, the game becomes popular, and maybe his attention stays on keeping these updates coming out though. But dog, y'all heard the man. He said it himself.
Release all that information on just like I'm gonna put out the update for TOD, and then I'm gonna put out the information on what's gonna happen with TOD moving forward, and then what I'm gonna be doing with my own project and stuff like that.
Man, that's big news, man. I appreciate you, Shay, for goddamn taking the time out to talk to me, bro.
Yeah, you already know, man. Appreciate you, making the content.
Hell yeah, bro. Man, thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, have a good one.
Man, so I guess that pretty much sums it up, chat. For those of y'all coming in late, we pretty much reached the conclusion that it's probably only going to be a couple of more updates for True or Die. And I guess depending on how them updates, how the game performs, I don't think that True Hunted or Shade really got an interest in trying to bring the game back to life. I don't know. Like Shade just really mentioned, it was like his first project. It was a learning process. He kind of started off knowing nothing, didn't really know what he was doing at all, and then kind of fumbled his way into actually making a game. And I'm not gonna lie, chat, like the game is actually not a bad game. I feel like it has a lot of potential. It's got a lot of good features, but it is a bit unorganized. Honestly, I feel like the best thing that we could do, or that they could do at this point, real talk, would be to sell it to a studio before the game completely dies and catches a bad rep. Sell it to the studio while it has a little life left. Sell it to another studio that actually has the numbers and the know-how to bring the game to life, man, because you do got a good base. It is a good base. You kind of set in stone of what you want the game to be. I feel like there's people out here with more time on their hands, more know-how, more people, more groups of people who can actually tackle a lot of these things in a quick amount of time. So, man, Shade, if you ever end up watching this, if you're listening, dog, maybe consider that, man. Go holler at True and see, like, yo, man, we could probably double up. We could probably make some money off this if we go ahead and just sell this to a company that could actually. It's like kind of like when you can't take care of a dog. When the pit bull is not a puppy anymore, and the pit bulls start tearing your house up, you might want to give that to a family that could actually, with a gated backyard, that could take care of that pit bull. So one of those sad situations, man. But I do want to apologize to the OG family, bro. We tried to keep the game alive, man. We tried to make the game the best game it could be. It's just some things out of your hands, You know, I personally have never developed a game in my life. This is not my game. For those of y'all who got shit fucked up, I am not the developer. Man, because I did see a lot of comments, people saying that too, man. But hey, before we slide out, man, I'm gonna I ain't even gonna do it. Man. I'm gonna end it right there, man. Probably end up, I don't know, man. I'm still stream True or Die. Man. It was just gonna be limited, especially until that update. But once that update drop, y'all know we're gonna be heavy. We're gonna be back on this real heavy, man. Thank y'all for pulling up on me, man. I really appreciate y'all for supporting your boy throughout the whole True or Die journey. It's been a good wave. It ain't over yet though. There's more updates to come. Just telling y'all the future of it, man. But thank y'all for being the real one. I'ma holler at y'all. Peace out.